friends, this is Orna again, and let's talk this time about a very important issue that has a great impact both on the personal and global levels. This is about the words that come out of our mouth, for good or bad. Let's think for a moment about the words that we express and how much power they convey. What happens when an argument arises between us and other people? Or even when we have an internal conflict with ourselves? Or when negative thoughts come to our minds because someone annoyed us, treated us unfairly, or caused us to envy? The words we express following these angry and harsh thoughts are offensive, insulting, and can destroy relationships and even start wars. But beyond the immediate danger of hurting another person or deepening the conflict, there can be much greater damage that the spoken words can generate. According to the Kabbalah, every thought, speech, and deed we practice here on this earth also resonates in the upper worlds, creating a chain reaction. Excuse me. When we utter harsh words that contain wicked gossip or hatred or slander or criticism, these words rise to the upper worlds and activate indicting forces in our material world, right here. The indicting forces are actually our prosecutors. They send back negative and destructive energies to our world. The more negative thoughts that arise in the minds of humans, the more negative energy will grow around us and attract decrees and troubles. Now, the Kabbalists that teach us about the source of all negativity in the world say that everything stems from the inferior levels of existence, from the dark aspects of the creation, which are also called the external forces, or klipot, or the other side. It also has an Aramaic word which is sitra achra. These dark forces are feeding on the negativity and evil in the world. The more food we give them, the growth they will get. As they grow stronger and more intense, they weaken us and our ability to survive. It so happens that the negative thoughts and words we express simply fail us. They bring up to the surface all the dark sides and can harm us in a way that will be very difficult to correct. They can destroy human relations and, as I said, even cause wars. It happens on the global political level as well. On the other hand, positive thoughts that produce encouraging words of support and praise, which come from love, compassion, and acceptance of self or the other, strengthen and empower us. They inspire light in the world and weaken or simply starve the forces of darkness. Remember that leaders, teachers, parents, or managers who use positive and empowering words on a regular basis elevate the spiritual vibration in the people they influence. Their charisma is glowing and attractive, which is why so many people are magnetized to them and want to be around them. We must be aware of the great power of the words that come out of our mouth. But if we already behaved unconsciously and uttered harsh and destructive words, we can implement the powers of the 72 names of God to repair the damage. And in a few seconds, I'm going to talk to you about the exact letter combination that intended to do that. So, what are the 72 names of God? These 72 letter combinations that you see right behind me are actually powerful spiritual tools that can help us in any difficult situation we encounter in our lives. And in fact, They help us in rectifying our human attributes. They cause us to correct ourselves and help us remove obstacles from our lives. By removing the obstacles, we can allow more light to go through, and a lot of abundance can fill our vessel. They have the power to stimulate healing and make changes for the better on all levels, from the spiritual, mental, emotional, all the way to our physical state. The 72 names of God are actually channels of communication, some types of pipes that deliver light and abundance from the upper spiritual worlds all the way to the physical world in which we live. Each one of these letter combinations has a unique and precise energetic vibration. It is like a spiritual code that opens a channel that sheds light on a certain area of our lives. To learn more about the origin and essence of the 72 names of God, I recommend that you watch the videos that I uploaded to my YouTube channel. They contain an explanation and some meditation techniques, and I'm writing the links to these videos right here under this video. So, how do we implement the power of the letter combinations in our lives to work for our favor? The letter combinations should be inscribed in the body and mind through meditation and visualization. They affect our energy field and shift our consciousness. As a result, the pattern of our thinking changes, which influences our behavior and approach to life. We can create a new reality for ourselves by the power of these sacred names. When we use them, an inner structural change happens that affects everything around it. So, what will help us control the negative thoughts and words and soften their harmful effects? This is the letter combination Yod-Yod-Zayin, right here on the table. It's number 40 on the table. This letter combination Yod-Yod-Zayin, in fact, silences the indicting forces that arise as a result of our harsh words and sweeten the decrees that threaten to cling to us. The powerful vibration of Yod-Yod-Zayin will help us stick to everything that is exalted, positive, and uplifting, and allow the Creator's love to manifest through us, through our words and deeds. When we meditate with this letter combination, and we inscribe it in the body and mind, we are encouraged to use the words that we say properly. It helps us establish good communication and connections with the other people around us and say the right thing at the right place. So, I invite you to practice a short meditation with me with a sacred letter combination Yod-Yod-Zayin. Now, most of you probably don't read or write Hebrew, and we have to use the Hebrew letters for our meditation. So I have a suggestion. I'm taking this letter combination. This is Yod-Yod-Zayin, and as you can see, Hebrew is written from right to left, Yod-Yod-Zayin. And I just write the letters a few times on a piece of paper. I'm trying actually to memorize the shapes of the letters, so I treat them as symbols. To you, they can be regarded as symbols. This is Yod, Yod-Zayin. I just write them a few times. Okay? So before you do the meditation with the letter combinations, I suggest that you write them down a few times just to memorize them. So let's now get to the meditation. Sit in a quiet place, find yourself a place that nobody will disturb you for a few minutes. And you can even dim the lights, sit relaxed, and close your eyes. And start breathing deeply and peacefully. With each breath, you will feel your body loosens and sinks deeper into relaxation. Breathe deeply and release all thoughts, all the inner chatters, all your burdens. Relax all parts of your body from head to foot. With each breath, you feel calmer and more peaceful. Just breathe and feel the peacefulness coming down at you. And now you find yourself standing in front of a high mountain. At your feet, a winding path opens to the mountains. Start climbing through this path. The road is long, and you climb higher and higher. Higher and higher, until finally you reach the top of the mountain. And here you find yourself standing on a high cliff. From above, from infinity, a bright ray of light begins to shine over you. The light comes down in your direction and surrounds you from all sides. With every breath you take, you can intensify the light that is coming down to you. Look at the bright light and you will see lots of little sparks starting to descend through it in your direction. Notice that within each spark there are 3 glowing letters, Yod-Yod-Zayin. The letters burn in great light. They approach your head and engrave in your forehead. You absorb the sparks into yourself through the third eye, and they begin to fill your head and hover inside it. The sparks containing the letters Yod-Yod-Zayin illuminate you on the inside, soothe and heal all your thoughts. From the head, the sparks descend toward the body and begin to float into your internal space, purifying and healing every corner. Your body is filled and saturated with the light of the letters Yod-Yod-Zayin. You feel purified and full of love and joy. Stay with this energy for a few more seconds. And now you look at the foot of the mountain and see many people standing there. Some of them you know and some of them you don't. The large crowd is noisy, restless. You hear people talking loudly, angry, yelling at each other, arguing and fighting. Gather the light of the letters Yod-Yod-Zayin that filled your head right behind your eyes and project it onto these people through your eyes. Cover all of them with this light. Just breathe and project the light outward to those people. Slowly you will feel that the arguments are subduing. The yelling is silenced. The people calm down, and a great light surrounds the whole audience. And now you see that the people's behavior has changed. They reconcile, smile, start joking with each other, hug their friends, with affection and joy. All the bad words have turned into good words of praise and love. With this good energy, begin to climb down the mountain to return to your place. Climbing down. And when you feel ready, you can bring your attention back to the here and now and open your eyes. As you just experienced, this meditation only takes a few minutes, and it is recommended to do it once a day over the period of a few days to reinforce the inscription of the letter combination in your energy field. Now, if you want to learn more about the 72 names of God and how to implement them in your life, I recommend my book, 72 Sessions with the Soul. In this book, you will find a lot of knowledge that I've gathered about the 72 names of God and how to work with them for healing, transformation, personal rectification, spiritual development, and removal of blockages. Here you can get an explanation about the 72 names of God in general, and for each letter combination in particular. And it also includes all the ways to choose the right letter combination to work with. And the book also contains some meditation techniques that you can learn and practice. So I'm writing a link to the book in my website right here under this video. And I would like to thank you for being here with me today. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.